AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe. He's not worth the headache anymore. Like, he's just not worth the headache anymore. They asked Ty Lue last night, do you expect James Harden to play like James Harden of old, meaning who he was in Houston? And Ty Lue flat out said, yes, we are going to need him to be that, right? So all I'm saying is, like, this Kawhi Leonard dude is just not worth the headache anymore. It's just not. The investment is not worth it. You're not getting any return on your investment. All of that, what you did prior, don't mean shit anymore today, right? Like, the championship that Giannis won 3 years ago, people done forgot about. So I'm not I need to do some more homework on this situation, but I'm not impressed by this dude anymore at all. And now people losing their jobs over situations with his injury. It's just not worth it.
You think AllBall?
I agree with Flea. I'm definitely gonna do my homework, but I'm gonna just say this. When I used to be talking about Kawhi, people used to disagree with me. I've been saying I'm over him. True or false? I've even brought up he's living off, like, the way people treat him is out of control. When he's healthy, yeah, he's one of the best players in the league, but that's a very big if. They act like those 2 championships is the greatest thing ever made. Like, literally, Kawhi Leonard is talked about because of those 2 championships, and I'm the only one that ever had the balls. Not saying my 2 big brothers over here don't have no cojones, but I used to be the only one sitting, Flea, on the platform, on the ledge by myself, going, those 2 championships, y'all are getting out of control with him. That first one, he barely averaged 20.
Would you say he's not the boogeyman no more? That's what you used to say. He's not the boogeyman no more.
He been that. Now, I like Kawhi Leonard. This is nothing against him personally. I'm talking about on the basketball court. Because I root for all these guys. I'm not, like, come on, man. I don't wish on nobody's downfall. But when we talking about basketball, that first championship was with the great Tim Duncan. Let's stop, and I've been saying this, let's stop acting like Kawhi Leonard took the Washington Wizards to the championship. The first one, they were stacked, great team. The second one, once again, that run, what he did was great, but he went to a #1 seed. He did not go to no scrubs. When you read off when you read off those players, at that time, they always in their prime. And every year, when they had DeMar DeRozan, they were successful. So let's stop, and I've been saying this, let's stop acting like Kawhi Leonard did something that great, because he didn't. He did not. He did what KD did. Let's stop it. He went to, listen, y'all could make them faces all y'all want. He did not go to no bums in the East. He didn't go to a 7th seed. He didn't go to an 8th seed. He didn't go to a team that you knew for a fact they wasn't going nowhere. He was strategic. Now, once again, that's smart. I'm not knocking him for that. I knock us as the basketball world to always give this guy so much props and put him on a pedestal when it hasn't been like that in forever. The Clippers' tenure with him there is a disgrace. People are scared to say it. We sit here and go crazy and say LeBron Lakers is a failure and LeBron won a championship. So what does that mean about Kawhi Leonard with the Clippers? At the end of the day, Flea, I agree with you. This thing is getting hot and spicy. The NBA, a lot of guys is about to be put on Front Street. I don't know none of these guys personally, but if I go with body language, none of them love the game. None of them are in love with the game. Straight up. All these dudes need to stop. This is why Kobe Bryant was snatching his sneakers away from a lot of these dudes. A lot of y'all need to stop preaching Kobe. Stop wearing his sneakers because y'all don't have 2% of that mentality. Straight up and down. We can say what we want about LeBron and KD and Curry. Them guys is playing. KD last night, these guys 15, 16, 17 years in the league, giving it they all. KD last night proved why he's one of the greats. At the end of the day, I've been over Kawhi Leonard. I've been saying this now for almost 3 years, and people used to roast me about it. Simple and plain, I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't want to say nothing that's too out of control. But I'm first it started with Embiid, now we're starting with Kawhi. The block is hot. Big shout out Lil Wayne. The block is hot, and a lot of these dudes is about to be put in the kitchen with the fire.
We show a lot of love to the people in the comments, so I appreciate everybody that taps in. But like, this is not the first time I heard somebody say that. And to be honest with you, like, respectfully, who cares? Who cares at this juncture? What does that mean right now? Kawhi seeing his dad get shot don't have shit to do with him being available to play when he's healthy. I'm sorry, it doesn't. That doesn't diminish any trauma that he has. But that don't mean shit when we talking about being available to play. If that's the case, don't play NBA basketball. Get the fuck out the league. If that's the case, go work on yourself. Go work on your mental health, respectfully.
Plenty of people's pops got popped and they playing ball and they're willing to play ball. I don't want to hear that either, Flea.
I'm not about to give him no excuse on not being available, but then we gotta celebrate him because he's won 2 championships. He overcame that, so he was good enough to overcome that. So don't talk to me about what happened to him at 15 years old. That don't mean shit. Like, respectfully.
I mean, for me, you know, my whole thing is he gets no smoke. We laugh at Paul. We laugh at and joke about everybody who can't stay on the court. Once again, him and Paul George went to the Clippers. Flea always says this. Lou Williams and them, Pat Bev and them went crazy. Kawhi Leonard's tenure with the Clippers is a disaster. Strictly on the basketball court. See, y'all want to make excuses for people. This is why we AllBall TV. We talk about it in them 4 squares. We talk about it in them 4 corners. Y'all want to listen. He's been unsuccessful with the Clippers. It's been a disaster. And once again, I said this a couple episodes ago, and every time we say something, it comes to fruition. I said once in a minute, Ben Simmons, if he doesn't play this whole season, he's going to be the reason the NBA contracts are going to start being non-guaranteed. They are making the block hot. Simple and plain. Simple and plain. Embiid, Kawhi Leonard, Ben Simmons, and low-key, Paul George is making the block hot. Simple and plain. Flea, these guys are on 4-year contracts. Each year they're barely playing half the season, or maybe a little bit over half the season. And they're spending more time doing everything else but preparing for the NBA season.
So stay right there. Let's say Adam Silver and the powers that be, because that seems extremely far-fetched. That would take a lot, right? They would almost lose players. Players would opt to not even play in the NBA if the shit became non-guaranteed. So I feel what you're saying, but that's like, whoo, that's a stretch. So okay, let's stay right there. Let's say they do create non-guaranteed contracts for NBA players. What does that do for the rest of the league? Do now guys just start playing because they want to make the money, or a niggas like, what? It's not guaranteed. I don't know if I want to be a part of this.
I laugh, right? Because, you know, like if anybody ran a business, and are you willing to pay your employees full salary for half the job, for half the work? Like, seriously, let's have a real talk, no trolling, no being funny. Let's all have a respectful talk. If any of you own a business, my brothers on the screen and everybody in the chat, are you willing to pay full salary for somebody that's coming in half the time, and every time they coming in and saying they got sick leave? After a while, wouldn't you fire that person or suspend that person? Kawhi Leonard, Ben Simmons, and Paul George for the last 4 years got full salary, hundreds of millions of dollars, and they are not available 75% of the season. Let's make it make sense. See, my thing is when we talk real, everybody don't know what to say. They want, but when we talk the nonsense, they troll us about it. Let's have real talk. If
Of course.
no, not y'all, but I'm just saying everybody in general. If you are Balmer, if you are any of these owners, after a while, when do you put your foot down and go, hold up, bro? You want 240? It's 82 games in the season, bro. I need 75 out of them 82, bro.
I don't see a
Do y'all
problem
see
with
how
that.
hard Russell Westbrook grow? How hard Russell Westbrook goes every game? KD tried to come back from Achilles tear. Stop telling me these dudes can't play. Stop it. Your man tried to go play for the USA. Why would you even try that? Stay healthy and get ready for the Clippers season. Like, get out of here, man. Y'all niggas make excuses for niggas y'all like, and the shit is whack. Simple and plain. Over here, we want all the smoke. Is respectful, honest basketball talk. I am not paying somebody $100 if they're giving me 50% of the work. It shouldn't work like that. Simple and plain.
KD's numbers are better post Achilles. Like his score, like almost everything went up since he hurt his Achilles. Now everybody doesn't do that, but I'm just to piggyback off what you're saying. Like there's guys out here who put the work in and come back and can produce and could be a part of helping their team be successful. The fact that you can't hitch your wagon to a guy, this guy's top 75. This guy is somebody that they brought into the franchise to help them get to a point that they've never been to. And he wasn't even part of that. When they went to the Western Conference Finals, was he available? No, he wasn't a part of that. He wasn't a part of that. So it's like just goes back to what I said. You're not getting a return on your investment. It's time to cut. I would find a way to get him the fuck out of there. It's time to go. It's too much anticipation on if you're going to be around, if you're not going to be around. And then there's too much grace extended. I feel like people have been extending this dude grace for over 5 years now.
The NBA is finally back. A new season means new ways to get into the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. Who's draining threes from beyond the arc? Not Kawhi Leonard. Who's crashing the boards and grabbing rebounds? Not Kawhi Leonard. Get behind your favorite players and the prop bets you can make on DraftKings, the home of NBA player props. It's first time, new DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Every point counts with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code ABTV. That's code ABTV for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 buckaroos. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPENY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in New Hampshire, Oregon, Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/bball. Every weeknight, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. AllBall TV. Tune in. Knicks Rehab.
Hit that like button. Share, subscribe. Tell a friend. Come on, man. ABTV. Promo code. DraftKings. Deposit $5. Get that free $200. Let's go. Let's make some money together.
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.